All right, everyone. So people have been asking me my thoughts on Priest, and they've been asking me both about Wind Priest and Block Priest. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys like what I'm running right now. For Block Priest, I'm literally running the exact same thing I was running like not too long ago. Hold on, let me do this. Take this off, and because I have been slacking, I'm not gonna lie. So let me go ahead and show you guys. This is literally what I still run for Block Priest. The only changes I would really make is yeah. The only change I would make is I would say like put Spring or Caitlyn here, and then assist Og. But that's really it in my opinion. I don't think like I like personally prefer healing done for PVE, and if you're doing PvP, just anything with tenacity is your PvP card. It doesn't matter what the stats are really. Just if it has tenacity, it's a good PvP card. Like if we're gonna be honest. And this is like my block build personally. I need to work on this account. I've been slacking. I'm gonna be honest, but like it just the point still stands. I can probably clear all content with this account regardless. Like I can go heal, so it's 16, 17 or whatever, pretty easily. So yeah, in my personal opinion, I think that this is a perfectly fine build for block, and then just put spring here instead or something, and then just assist your og. But that's just PVE, and then yeah, soul pearls. I don't have any pearls in this account. I'm gonna be honest. I've been slacking off, but soul pearls would be Nympha. Let me just go here, go here. Nympha for entry pearl, Chaco for death pearl, Bat Familiar for Warmount pearl, and Freya for 30% HP pearl. And those are good enough for the time being. So if you didn't get that, I'll go over it again. Nympha for entry, Bat Familiar for Warmount, and Chaco for death, and then Freya for 30% HP. But the Freya, in my opinion, isn't that good also, but it's like, it's just fine for to use for now. And yeah, those are what you should be running for pearls. And if you're running a dodge priest build, you're exactly the same. But I feel like dodge priest build is more focused on PvP. And personally, the dodge priest build that I like to run personally is I like to use dodge crit resistance. I mean crit damage reduction, which is the reflect set. Typically, this is a PvP build, more PvP oriented. But crit damage reduction, reflect set, and then on top of a reflect set, the head priest headband for crit damage reduction as well is also good because this is the only headwear in the game I think with crit damage reduction. I think I think, which is also good because the only other options you have are priest right now are just random block headwares, and if you're running a dodge build, then block headwares probably aren't going to be that useful for you, and all of them give like flat HP, so they're probably not going to be that good for you if you're running a dodge build. And crit damage reduction is going to be good for you because like kind of PvP oriented. If you're PvP PvE, I mean, it doesn't matter. Just run the same exact thing, but accessories don't really matter. Anyways, moving on. Other than that, I think that there's a card in the game that we don't have yet, but it will be coming in the next shell event, which is Smokey. I think Smokey is a really OP card. Crit protection, crit resistance, and HP percent. Um, Smokey is broken. Smokey is probably my favorite card for a PvP priest build at this level currently. So I would 100% say like it's worth to invest in Smokey for now. Obviously, it'll fall off later on, but for now, I really like it because you can't really run crit resistance because the defense is gonna have too much crit rate. So, but you can run crit rate damage reduction because the DPS have too much crit rate. They're gonna crit anyway. You might as well just reduce the amount of damage you take when they crit. So that's why I think that Smokey is pretty good. Other than that, it's literally just tenacity. Just run tenacity because the game at this point in at this stage is just tenacity. It's like tenacity everything really. Like I'm not even joking. Just tenacity. Build your tenacity. I'm so serious, guys. If you build your tenacity to the point where a DPS cannot break through your tenacity, you will feel so much tankier. And again, this does not mean that tenacity is the end all be all because obviously you're gonna need other defensive stats, or else there would be no point in literally building like anything. Just build a DPS. But yeah, I personally for PvP do like the crit damage reduction set the most, with the crit damage reduction headwear, and I think that's a solid build for PvP with the wind accessories. But if you're ice accessories, I see no reason not to just run the block set with ice accessories and just run healing done with replace Og with Spring or either or, which is just personal preference. But I think Og with Spring and Og and Assist is also fine, or you can just replace like Escher and put Escher in assist or something. But that's just all comes down to personal preference. But those are my two priest builds that I think are pretty good right now. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.